right, we are here at the Bellagio Hotel. It is Sunday, September 28th. It is around 5:30 p.m. 78 degrees out Fahrenheit.
Halloween.
Can't stay till 7 a.m.
You currently cannot walk in front of the Bellagio fountains on the Strip because they are doing Formula One construction. So we are going to make a left, cross over that pedestrian bridge, and head over by Caesar's Palace. You can go straight and still get to Old Red area in front of Grand Bazaar shops. Oh, fountain's going off. We'll take a peek at the grandstands over here and then we'll come back up. See, you cannot walk. I need to remember to ask a worker what time that yacht is coming in. This is all for Formula One. They're doing construction on most of the Strip. Especially going down Harmon right now. The Empire Strikes Back. They got this area blocked off right now. I don't know if this is for Formula One construction. I'm going to assume. I don't like to assume because when you do that, you make an ass out of you and you. But it seems like it, potentially that. I know the fountains are drained right now. So you want to go this way, you gotta go up these stairs. The escalator right there is blocked. We got Rod Stewart, Def Leppard, Blake Shelton, J-Lo. Now this spot always here changes up. Not to, I would say, every performance or band or whatever you want to call it that's here, but it now has some Rod Stewart merch. I'm not going to walk through the Forum shops right now, but take a peek inside. Yeah, Vanderpump right here. She also has her other spots at Paris and Flamingo. The newest spot is her Pinkies at Flamingo, and she is about to take over, I believe, the Cromwell, and that should be called the Vanderpump. They even got her on the ceiling, look at that. I want to eat here. This stuff looks cool. So if you make a right that way, you'll eventually be able to get towards the Strip. And if you go this way, you'll get to like the Cheesecake Factory, Nike store, the Atlanta show. They got this game show thing going on over there now. The celebrity food hall over here. We got Bobby Flay's Burgers, Chicken Guy, Pizza Spot, Mexican street food, and of course a Starbucks. Anytime I see something like this, reminds me of when the hotels got hacked. Mostly with MGM Grand and Bellagio. I believe they just found it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. This all right here is going to be Omnia Day Club. Grab a slice.
Boys, those are mine.
All right, here's the representation to my mind status right now. Okay, ready? Mighty Mouse.
I worked for her before I worked for Michelle or Emma or anybody.
Up, they're building their new high limit room right here.
Field position to start on one of their drives.
Check out Flamingo. Some flamingos were in Flamingo. Bugsy, Benjamin Bugsy Siegel Hotel. Don't call him Bugsy to his face, he didn't like that. Their pelican here is named Bugsy. It's an injured pelican. They're trying to find it a mate eventually. Oh, there he is right there, I believe. Sleeping. There's Bugsy. And I'm pretty sure they would name that pelican Virginia, after Virginia Hill, Bugsy's girlfriend. I believe it was at her house where he was killed. by most likely people in connection to Meyer Lansky, his longtime childhood friend from Brooklyn that was out here with him in Las Vegas. Potentially similar, not exactly, stories of kind of like what was Sam Ace Rothstein that played Frankie Rosenthal, to Pesci's character. Lansky and Siegel was before that time too. Siegel was also part of the opening of El Cortez downtown, I believe. I just saw a rat. Now this whole area is open. I forgot if it's open 24 hours, but certain parts are eventually blocked off at a time, like right here will be chained off, and like over there by the flamingos. Oh, no problem. I believe Carlos and Charlie's is closing. And they're just gonna turn into more casino area, but they have this whole patio out here too, so. Caesar's Palaces, I know, offering free parking until I believe the end of October for locals. Which that does bring in some business, but locals usually don't even like coming to the strip, so. And if you're working on the strip, you usually have employee parking. And you would think people would go, are probably saying, oh, look, they're so dumb. They think that's how they're going to get people in. They don't know that it's to give free parking to tourists. They know. They know everything they could do. They're doing it every once in a while now. They just don't want to. They, I mean, you know, hotel owners, anybody that wants to make a profit in this world. But like I always say, Vegas did have these high prices in 2023 and 2024, and it was on the comeback from COVID. So a lot of the reasons of the downturn the last 7 months is for other reasons besides just high prices. If it was just high prices, it wouldn't make sense that just everyone just snapped their fingers and decided not to come. You have a big international tourism decrease, economy problems with Vegas in general and in America, high prices that have just kept going up in general. People spending way less money. Unemployment is really high right now in general, and especially in Las Vegas. So it's a lot of reasons, not just high prices. And then also, I always quote Sam Ace Rothstein that I was just mentioning from Casino, the last scene. Once the Tangiers left, that's when the corporations took over. Now it looks like Disneyland. So you can make that argument that what's happening right now and over the last couple of years is started all in the 80s. And you know, what's happening in Vegas is just an overall symptom of overall, I think, a bigger problem. And also on the other side, it is definitely not dead at all. That is all just hyperbolic, used for clickbait, and then the more you push that out, the more of the message that sends in general, and can even decrease people from wanting to come when it's even not that dead. And that just ends up getting in the zeitgeist. Also, when something's in the news like that, like I said, people will, all type of social media, anybody that could use that, if that's out there right now, that's being talked about, then anybody will use that as their clickbait, as their headlines, because that's going to be clicked on right away for them to get ad revenue from, or whatever, you know. Everything is about clicks these days. So if there's something in the headlines that's going to be talked about and just pushed out more, whether it actually needs to be talked about or not. It needs to be talked about by everyone that is actually talking about it. Of course, the decline needs to be talked about, but of course, I'm sure 90% of people that have an opinion about it, including me, doesn't really matter. This guy's always doing it here. He's good. He's good. I'd give him $1. These escalators have been broken for a long, long time right now. Oh, drunk Elvis on a scooter. He's famous out here. You also probably caught him in some like TV shows or movies that were filmed out in Las Vegas. All right. Signs on the plane, I'm still just a rat in a cage. has been. I mean, I've heard it actually been talked about recently in this New York City walking show. He's got a good walking channel of New York City and surrounding areas. And he mentioned in 2025 he's seen an increase in homeless people, and I have as well out here. I remember actually when I first started filming in mid-2022, still coming back right from COVID and everything, and things starting to pick up more. So I think people start remember like a lot of this, you know, went into like all of 2021, 2022, and especially Vegas coming back, and that's why it was picking up significantly in 23 and 24. But in 2022, I'd say mid, when I first started coming out here, I did see a decent amount of more homeless people, and then I did see that decline over the last couple of years. Of course, never fully. Vegas has one of the highest homeless population, especially all of them that live in the tunnels under the strip. I think they have like between 1,300 and 1,500 at any one time just under there. But yeah, whether it's just optics too, when you see less people, maybe you'll inclined to see more homeless people as well, but it's definitely an increase. Most of them don't bother you at all, but it's out there. Moni Abi Gabi. I've eaten here twice. Breakfast on Christmas. Probably won't happen again anytime soon, but it was good. I like that spot. I'll probably be on the strip Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. So make sure you join me. Hit that subscribe button. Some people checking in.
Wait.
I'm in the middle of fucking. I don't even fucking know. I don't.
Coming in hot.
Thank you so much for the